Dice Baggery is now live. Streaming art, Crytures draw and chat Pokemon inspired TTRPG.
Hello. Hey there, everybody. This is Dicebag, artist, game designer, world builder, and occasional VTuber. How's it going? We got some new stuff to work on today. Patron's been hard at work getting stuff ready for me.
19 soy bye.
Well, hello there, Pony Boy. How's it going? Soybe, back to you. So yeah, Patron's got some armor for us to work on. We're gonna color this up, and then I've got something else too.
I am Minecrafting pretty hard.
Minecrafting pretty hard. Oh, so you're like Jack Black, right? You're like Jack Black in Minecraft. Let's see. Okay, I got it. We're gonna finish coloring this one up.
I am Jack Black.
Right. Jack Black, freaking... I swear that guy's entire career is just the how do you do, fellow kids meme. I've never known a time where Jack Black was anything but, and it's freaking cringe. And the Minecraft movie looks awful. When are we gonna start getting good stuff, huh?
I remember Jack Black from the King Kong movie and video game.
First time I ever remember seeing Jack Black as anything was School of Rock. And I didn't actually watch that movie. I just thought it was cringe seeing all the commercials and stuff. And he's still just as cringe as ever. Let's see. These lines are looking awfully aliased. I'm gonna slap a slight blur on them so they don't look so jagged. And we're gonna go in and throw some shading on here. Whoops. We don't want a gradient map. That sucks. I think I'm gonna combine some of these lines. Oh yeah. Also, I need to get in the voice chat on Discord in case the boys wanna hang. I was gonna play some Path of Exile with Evergrade this week, but work decided that I needed to show up on Friday, so that didn't happen. Unfortunately. Hopefully we can do it again soon. Or do it at all, rather. Since we didn't do it the first time, we can't do it again. We made a pretty good dent in the workload this week. Especially considering that we only had like... what? 4 days to do it, including the overtime. Because of Le Holiday. Most of the important stuff that needed doing is done. So hopefully they take pity on us next week and don't make us work. I'm really getting the Crytures YouTube channel built up too. That's something I've been working on. I got my solo campaign going. We're all into the second episode. And I got the third one recorded already. I just need to edit out some of the bits. Slap my intro on it. I need to like make a standard outro too. So I can
Hey
just
guys,
kind of
gun alert tonight.
Hey Pattern, how's it going? We're just cleaning up some of this stuff. We're gonna throw some shading on this, and then we will be able to throw these up on the website. The website is another place I need to be posting the videos. Whoops. That's a little too much. Gonna have to post the videos up on the website. Hopefully I can just do it with the YouTube links. Don't want to use up my storage space. The YouTube channel is actually getting some traction, surprisingly. More than my main channel ever did. Gonna have to check on one of the shorts I posted later today. I've been using my, what do you call that? The class illustrations, the time lapses for those as shorts. To see if I can lure some people in with those. And the first one started, going places for a little bit. Like 3 days after I posted it. The second one's been slow moving, but this is like the same day, the same third day where the other one took off, so we'll have to check on it later. Oh, and I also recorded the first little discussion video that I'm gonna do. Is I ran a Twitter poll saying that I was gonna add some, what do you call that? Some commentary over my bigger time-lapse videos. And everybody wanted to hear about investor culture in gaming, even though that was like the lowest priority for me on what to pick out of the list. We're gonna get through that and post it, and then I get to actually do the things I want to do. I get to talk about world building with game design and stuff like that. Exception-based rules design. And the real nerdy game design stuff. Alright, that should work. Might be a little bit too dark on the shadows there. I'll lighten that up just a tad. Let's see. Alright, that should work out there. We'll just go on to the highlights here. Throw those in real quick. Once we're done with these, we can move on to the bigger illustration. So I'll try to get through these as fast as possible. That should probably be good enough for these. Alright, for the arming doublet, I want to do a little bit of surgery on this thing. We're going to take this bottom part of the gambeson. Do like so, and then we're just gonna shorten this part. There we go. That should do it.
Twitchlit a while Gibble appears Twitchlit catch it using poke catch.
Gibble.
Winners revealed in 90s.
Hello. Let's see, do I even have a great ball?
At Dice Baggery you don't own that ball.
Ah!
Check the extension to see your items.
I can't open the extension right now, Geronimo. I have not been playing the Pokemon community game very much this week. I'm starting to run out of balls. Well, not really running out of balls, just running out of balls that are easy to type in the chat.
I hate when I run out of balls.
I know, right?
I like having balls.
I sure hope so. Life might be very difficult otherwise.
Jibble has been caught by dice baggery.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now that we got that worked out, let's go ahead and throw some shadows on this thing. I guess you would have to like having balls if you're gonna be a communist, huh? Seems like it'd be a prerequisite.
I am a communist. That's dingus.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not a communist? I seem to see you around Dingus a whole lot, I think you guys might be birds
No
of a feather.
communism.
Do communists like a pineapple on pizza? Or is that not a communist thing? I'm not quite up to date on my communist lore these days. Been a while since I've hung around the Coom Collective. Like maybe a week. Not that long, if I think about it. Yeah, that's looking alright. Oh wait, it'd probably look better if I used the overlay. Oh no, wait, not on that. Wrong layer. Overlay and multiply. There we go. Slight difference, not a big one, but a slight one. Oh, there's another thing. Almost forgot this little bit in the back. Put some strategic gaps in the lining here. It's not quite so prominent. And maybe I needed some more in here. It looks a little off. There we go. Actually, I should probably go ahead and color the line art right meow. Now that I'm thinking about it. And let's do the same for the battle robe over here. Probably should use a darker color for this one though. Yeah, that's a little better. Alrighty. Okay, there's something over here I forgot. I was wondering what the hell this was, because that didn't look right. That's part of the copy and paste job I did with the arming doublet. Let's move this over just a tad, though. There's still something down here. Alright, there we go. That's better. Now everything's cropped correctly. Arming doublet done. Battle robe done. We're going to save the boiled leather for later because there's a little more I want to do with that. We'll go for the gambeson. That's pretty much... not much I want to mess with on the gambeson over here. I think all we're going to do is kind of thicken up the neck here. Alright, that should be good. Why is this layer locked? That ain't right. Okay. Throwing me for a loop there for a second. One of the other TTRPG creators on Rumble suggested I take a look at Shadow Dark. So I picked it up this week and had a look. It's kind of interesting. Like, it's not... It's very rules light, which... Now, some people would probably like. I like pretty rules thick things, but I can understand the appeal of having something that just lets you dive in and start doing things. Especially given that it's got like a very old school kind of tone to it. So it's basically like old school D&D in the way it plays. So it kind of assumes that you're going to be going through multiple player characters. And in that sense, like, yeah. Probably don't want something that's too cumbersome when you have to roll up new characters consistently. It did kind of make me think about how I could gamify certain aspects of Crytures, though. Or at least how to codify them in the rules. Shadow Dark has a very, like, theater of mind way of going about things, especially combat. Like, I don't see any particular... like tactical level rules. It's all very like simple and abstract. Like their distances are measured as like close, near, and far, not by any like specific distances. I might be borrowing a little bit of inspiration for like the battle montage. And we might make a montage like an actual consistent mechanic across like different types of play. Because I was also thinking about long distance travel being a thing. And how you would play that out, because I've already got like the exploration level of travel where you're going kind of hour by hour
Twitch
searching
wild
around.
Crawdont appears Twitch lit catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Thank you, Geronimo. Thanks for interrupting me. But I was thinking you probably wouldn't want to go through all of that if you're moving like a long distance and you're not really exploring or searching for things along the way. So we might work out something called a travel montage. That would be simplified rules for the traveling portion. Then that also got me thinking, like, maybe I should just kind of break things down by, like, how much time passes when you interact with a given thing. like a travel montage would be tracked in daily time. Exploration would be tracked in
Crawdon
hourly
escaped.
time.
No one caught it. John Asw 5 rigged.
Then like investigation, when you're just looking in a small area, that would be dealt with in minutes of time. And of course, when you're in a tense situation like combat, that would be seconds. I think that might be a specific way I try to break things down for rules. And then we can have turns based on the amount of time that passes. Just to get like a consistent rule set going for how to adjudicate things. Alright, Gambeson done. Now we'll go ahead and deal with the boiled liver. So I'm thinking this should close at the sides rather than in the front. I think that'll look better. So we're gonna go ahead and take these things off. And then we'll put some... what do you call that? Latches, straps. Sure. We'll put some straps on the sides. Kind of like so. Feel like those are kind of far off. Yeah, a little bit. That one not so much. This one though. Let's see. Move that up to here. About a little more, maybe. Like that, yeah. Okay. Hold up, I need that color.
Good evening, mortal humans. Make sure you subscribe to Dicebag and say hello.
That reminds me, I should check if we have any lurkers anywhere.
Hello.
Hello, Pony Boy. Alright, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to actually color this. Actually, we should throw a slight blur on the line art there to get rid of some of the aliasing. It's not going to be much to this one, it looks like, as far as the shading is concerned. Alright, now we'll just soften the edges here. Actually, this is leather, so it should be like a little bit shinier. That should work. Close enough. Last but not least, we got the Brigandine over here. Oh wait, hold on. Let's not forget to color the line art and stuff. And the Gambeson's dark already. Maybe we don't even need to throw some coloring on those lines. But then again, why not give it a little bit? My eraser might work better if I actually gave it 100% opacity. Alright. Last but not least. After we do this one, we can move on to the main course. Probably not going to be much with this one either. Nice. Alright, we're probably going to need to use 2 different colors on the line art though. Since we have brown on blue, neither of those are going to look especially great on the other. Alright. We got him. We got through him in less than an hour. Not bad, not bad. This is bugging me though. Make a slight adjustment here.
Twitchlet a wild pyroar appears. Twitchlet catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Alright, that looks a little better. Alright. I think we're all good on these. Whoops. I totally
Pyro
forgot.
escaped. No one caught it.
I totally
John asked
forgot
why
to save it as an actual PNG. Well, actually, yeah, I guess I do. You know what? We're gonna take the background color from the other thing and slap it on here. Then we'll save it as a PNG. All done! Now for this thing. Let's see. Throw that color on there. I don't see anything in particular I really need to make adjustments on here. But you have whites of the eyes in. All right. Where should the light source be coming exactly? Maybe from back here so we can have the characters illuminated? Because otherwise the light's going to be coming from up in here, and the shield's going to be blocking most of that. Then we can have like I-beams firing off here, and that'll give us like a nice glow around the other sides of the characters. And of course we're gonna have like a little rock ledge over here that he's hiding behind, or ducking behind rather, to avoid the eye lasers. Alright, I've convinced myself. We're going to use a 30% opacity on this guy. Let's see. How does this look? Yeah, I think that'll do good. So we'll use a nice saturated purplish blue here for the coloring on the multiply layer. Oof. Alright. I was thinking maybe I should do subtractive shading, where I just darken the whole thing and then carve out the places where there's light, but I don't think that's gonna work as well. I think this guy, the main guy, is gonna be very much in the light for the most part. So it'd probably be making more work for myself if I did that. Hand's a little weird. I think it'll work though. Whoop. And we're definitely gonna have to make a little more shadows here. Alright, the freaking lake. I almost forgot this was a thing. There we go. Okay, now let's get this guy. He shouldn't be too... or have too much to work on. Pretty simple body type. Alright, this would work for the basic shapes. And we'll just add some little nuances to it, to the shadows here. Yeah, something like that.
Twitchlet a wild hop-up appears. Twitchlet catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
I don't think we need no hop-ups around here. You know what? This middle section should probably be in shadow too. It just looks weird without it. These guys, I think we are going to just darken their whole bodies, because their main light is gonna be coming from their eye lasers. That's gonna be very focused on around their faces.
Hop-up escaped. No one caught it. John Asw 5 rigged.
Something kind of like that. Then we'll have, obviously, the eyeballs themselves.
Do you use multiply to shade?
Yeah, I do. Hey there, skunks. How's it going, by the way? Right now I'm using kinda purplish blue with a multiply layer for my shading. I've been finding that saturated colors really work the best with this type of style of shading. You don't want to have desaturated colors. Gray shadows, ew.
Agreed.
Some people just don't get that.
Layer mask too?
Yeah, we use clipping masks. It's just so much easier. Don't have to worry about coloring in the lines. Okay, we're gonna have to color in these mouths because they're looking weird and I don't like them. Let's see, where is the reference for this guy? Whoops. And I lost my shading colors. I'm gonna have to color pick that again. That's annoying. I hate when that happens.
Good evening, mortal humans. Make sure you subscribe to Dicebag and say hello.
Thank you, Geronimo. Thanks for reminding me to check and see if we have lurkers. Which we do. We got a few hanging out on Rumble over there. Hi, Rumblies. How's it going? Okay, now the tongue. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to get in there and actually draw part of the tongue instead of just color paint bucket filling it. Curse my style of not drawing the bottom part of the lip. Alright, let's get that freaking color back. I'm gonna make a swatch while I'm here, just to speed things up a tad. If I ever lose that color again. By the way, is my music a little too loud? It's hard to tell because for me it's pretty loud. But according to OBS, it's not that loud compared to my voice. Whoops. Don't need to lock the layer. I am gonna go back and add a second layer.
I don't think so. Yeah, your voice is louder.
Okay,
Not
that's
bad at
good.
all.
That's good to know. In that case, I'm gonna turn... Actually, you know what the problem is? It's because I've been trying to turn the music down with my speakers instead of on my headphones, which are Bluetooth. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna add some especially dark spots in here. Before we go on to the highlights. I'm gonna have to remember to texture his light blue area to look like chainmail. Got a specific way I've been trying to do that. We'll see if it actually looks alright. I should probably have more going on this layer with the grain of the wood. Probably could stand to do even more, actually. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, I think that's all I need to do on him. We'll just throw some extra little bits on the creatures here.
I was about to mention where the wood meets the rim of the shield could use a touch-up, but you already did it.
Way ahead of you! Yeah, I thought that looked a little off too.
Twitchlet a wild Azuril appears. Twitchlet catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
So Skunks, are you part of the Shadow Dark fandom now? I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that, and I've picked it up recently to have a look.
Azuril
Whoops.
escaped. No one caught it. John Asw 5 rigged. I've never heard of it.
Haven't heard of it, okay. It's weird, there's a certain group that seems very common online. Maybe it's just because Twitter has been feeding them to me, but lots of people have been recommending Shadow Dark. It's kind of like a rules light version of old D&D. very much about the dungeon delving and whatnot. I guess that's a breath of fresh air considering what Wizards of the Coast has been doing with D&D for, in recent years. I had a lot of things to say about one of the recent artworks they put out. It's literally just a bunch of adventurers sitting at a picnic in the middle of a dungeon with like freaking modern day fast food and stuff all around them. Very annoying the way they just kind of throw that stuff in there, and it's like, why are there burgers and tacos in this pseudo-medieval setting? Wizards of the Coast used to care about world building. Back in my day! They didn't even do crossovers with Magic the Gathering and D&D together. Alright, you know what? I think we're gonna skip the highlights for now, and we're gonna go on and add like a... We're gonna add I-beams and whatnot. Some of the stuff going on around them.
Now they get off on shoving the narrative down our throats.
Right? Something I've really noticed that I find quite odd is that like fantasy races aren't really allowed to have like their own ethnicities anymore. They want all kinds of diversity, but if it's a freaking dwarf or something, or an elf, you can't just have like wood elves or high elves or dark elves and stuff like that. No, they have to have like Asian elves and black elves and like Italian dwarves. It's like, aren't the normal ones enough? Why do they need to be represented with human ethnicities? It doesn't make any sense. Or Mexican orcs. That's one. That's a big one now. Mexican orcs. Like, you go back and check out like earlier MTG planes, and you see them like drawing inspiration from cultures, but they always kind of made it their own thing. It wasn't just like, oh, here's orcs wearing Mexican clothes and shit like that. Like, they had a plane with vampires on it that were...
It doesn't make sense, and by design, dwarves, elves, orcs, humans is already diverse.
Yeah, right. On Zendikar, the plane I'm talking about, they had vampires who were like heavily influenced by kind of Mesoamerican culture, I guess. But they didn't just like slap fangs on Mesoamerican people. They actually like intertwined the type of aesthetics with like gothier aesthetics. So they had like vampire-y stuff along with it. They had like lots of spider motifs and things like that. So it was a cool little fusion of the two things. But now we can't do that. We just have to shove things together and with no regard to how they would actually fit. So freaking annoying. So I should probably draw in... what's going in the background here too. Or in the scenery, rather. It's not... well, I guess it is the background. Maybe the midground would be a better thing to call it. Alright, got a little bit of cover here for the guy. And we're also gonna kinda put in some chunks flying off of here.
I'd rather play Crytures. I watched a campaign with you, Kohate, Daniel and another guy. That looked really cool. I think my buddies would like it too. I was trying to tell them what a TTRPG is. But then I said it would be easier if I just showed you LOL.
Yeah, it usually is easier for games like this. I think most of the rules for it are up on the website right now. I don't think I have like the full encounter tables and stuff like that up there, but the way to actually make the rolls and make your characters and stuff are definitely there. I plan on keeping the basic rules up on the website just for anybody. Like, I've been thinking about how to actually make money off of the game, and the conclusion I've come to is it's just way too easy to pirate the basic rules of a TTRPG, so why even bother with that part? So I'm gonna try and put out like supplements and stuff that like give really detailed rules on like generation of specific things. So like each of the regions I'm putting out is gonna have like their own encounter tables and like rules for procedural generation and stuff like that. And that's what I'm using for the solo campaign I started. On the Crytures RPG YouTube channel, by the way. I got a couple episodes of that thrown up there.
Twitchlit, a wild Seadra appears. Twitchlit catch it using poke catch, winners revealed in 90s.
This guy's having a close call with the eye lasers over here.
Seadra escaped. No one caught it? John Asw 5 rigged.
Let's give it one more eye laser. Alright. Now I can go in and fill in the beams. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised at how well received the game is when I actually like have people sit down and play it. Because that's the hardest part, is getting people to actually sit down and play it. But whenever I do, people are like, "Oh yeah, this is actually fun." It's like, yes, thank you. Maybe my faking it till I'm making it is not so faking it after all. Maybe I actually have a thing going on. I kind of jumped a little too deep into the game design thing when I first started out, making like a whole expandable card game. Probably a little more ambitious than I should have started. Then I jumped right into this afterwards. But it is something I just have fun with. Having a good concept probably helps a lot, though. I don't know why Pokemon D&D was like the thing that nobody's done before, that I just happened to like latch onto. I definitely went into it expecting there to be more of that out there. And after I started getting into it, I was like, oh.
Mortal humans.
Okay, shut up, Geronimo.
Make
I'm
sure
talking.
you subscribe to Dicebag and say hello.
Anyways, I was getting into it and was like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look up some inspiration for this. What have other people done with this kind of concept? And I get in the internet and like look for like monster collecting tabletop RPGs, and there's like nothing. Then I look up Pokemon tabletop RPGs, and there's nothing. And it's like, wait a second. Am I the first one to do this? There's a few more like that have kind of cropped up though, I've seen. At the very least, there's like Pokemon fan games. I still haven't seen somebody try to combine monster collecting into this kind of D&D-esque fantasy world, though.
It's a pretty cool concept. You've been in development of it for a good while.
Yeah, longer than I probably should be. But that's the nature of having a day job. Of course, a lot of fun ideas have come about since well, on account of the fact that I didn't just slap the first idea I had onto it and just finish it up really quick. So perhaps for the best that I took my time. And I was like 3 years or so into it, and I'm like, okay, I need to actually finish this sometime. Alright, is it maybe time to start adding highlights onto the guys? I think it might be. For most of the lighting from the I-beams and whatnot, we're probably going to use just like really use like rim lighting and whatnot. I probably should have thought about like actually including the light source in the actual drawing. Like have a torch in his hand or something like that. I probably would have added more to the thing, but I think it's a little late to be adding that. Okay, we're gonna have to try a different color on the yellows. Probably just straight white. White! That way it shows up a little better. Whoops, and I am putting it on the wrong layer. Aha, dice bag did the thing, drawing on the wrong layer. What the fudge? Dale, what the hell are you doing talking to me in Discord instead of coming on the stream? There. No, I'm not winning, Dad. I'm streaming by myself. I'm probably gonna hate myself for using two different colors for the highlights, but it is what it is. And I probably don't need it that prominent, so we're gonna drop the opacity down to about 30. And I think we'll be pretty
Twitchlet
good.
a wild slowbro appears. Twitchlet catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Alright. Oh yeah! I forgot I need to highlight these guys too. Actually, let's just highlight this entire face here. Slowbro escaped. No one caught it? John Asu 5 rigged. What else can we do to this? I think it might be a good time to actually start like putting, feathering out some of the edges. I feel like I've been neglecting to do this on some of my bigger pieces recently, but I haven't really done a whole lot of bigger pieces recently, actually. Maybe that's why. I think the last one I did was one that Patron drew up on his own. That one had a lot going on, so I was like, I don't think I'm gonna take a pass over this like I usually do. And soften all the edges. We'll just leave it completely shell shaded. Yeah, it's looking alright. I think.
Would you care if I drew fan art of Crytures?
Bro, I love fan art of Crytures. Be my esteemed guest. Hell, build a creature conjurer and draw what they look like or something like that. That'd be awesome. Most of the Creatures fan art that exists already is drawn by Kohet, and you can imagine what that looks like. Wait a second, what is this? This is definitely the wrong color. I think. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong color. Yeah, let's do like that.
LOL, I love Kohate.
Me too. But I can't always, you know, retweet his fan art. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to... Oh right, I have a reference right on screen. Okay, yeah, that actually looks about right. Okay, but now we're gonna have to actually add some more highlights here. Alright. Have I gotten all the highlights more or less? I think I did. Let's start getting the shadows now. This is where we start adding in the texture for the chainmail. We just kind of poke at it to give it that texture. Really, we might not need the highlights on this part if I'm gonna be doing like that. That wasn't so bad. I feel like it should have been a lot more painful. Okay, let this be a reminder to myself of why I need to keep my shading relatively simple so I don't have to go back and do this over all kinds of garbage. Sometimes this whole pseudo watercolor style can be kind of a pain. Not super worried about getting it like real close to Pokemon style though. Just the general look should be good enough. Alright, time for the darker darks. Just need a quick pass over these. Oh, didn't get this one over here. That's okay. You get it now. Alright. And the deep parts on Soulstalk. And I think that's all we need to do before I can start moving on to like the actual fun little details. Oh, this one needs a pass too.
Twitchlet a wild vanillish appears Twitchlet catch it using poke catch, winners revealed in 90s.
Alright. I think we're pretty much good to go here. Now we can start painting in some of the background elements, and we'll throw in some highlights and color the line art. Let's see. First of all, let's paint in some shadows. Or just some darker parts in general.
Vanillish escaped. No one caught it? John Asw 5 rigged.
Let's see, we can select this whole area here. We're gonna have to deselect this part by hand, I guess, because I got a gap here. Alright, anyways. You know what, let's put this on a different layer so I don't have to mess with the other thing if I try to fix some issues or something.
Rumblies.
Rumblies? Dale? What about the Rumblies? Has there something happened on the Rumblies? The Rumblies is actually looking kind of empty right now. Anyways, welcome Dale, how's it going? I'm thinking these guys are probably gonna have like a cave, or well, they're all in a cave really, but like a hive entrance back here that they'd have come out of.
Never say rumblies again.
Why wouldn't I say rumblies? Just because YouTube doesn't like it? Alright, it's starting to take shape. Definitely gonna need some, more highlights.
Because I don't like it?
Dale, I'd hate to break it to you, but that's more reason to do it.
Good evening, mortal humans. Make sure you subscribe to Dicebag and say hello.
Oh. We're definitely gonna have to add some stuff to the background to really make things pop. Maybe it just needs like some line art. A little bit of line art in here. I think that helps a little bit. And one of these days we're gonna have to get some art made of creature conjurers around a picnic table, eating their actual in-world foods. Show Wizards of the Coast how it's done. Okay, you know what? This actually should be kind of the other way around, I believe. Whoops. Let's use lower opacity there. In fact, this whole area probably could stand to be darker. What we could do is add like some... what would you call that? Whoops. What the hell am I doing here? Accidentally dragged my start bar way up too high. Also, why the hell am I so far over on the screen? I just noticed that. I'm getting way too into it. Let's try some color correction on this whole foreground shadows because they look like they blend in a little too much with the rest of it. Let's see, things tend to be more blue as they get further away. Let's make it a little more reddish. Even more so, we should probably be making this hole back here darker on the inside.
I was thinking more light was needed for the foreground, from the unseen light source.
Oh, that's right. That's probably why it looks so weird. Yeah, let's go ahead and clear that up. Then we'll... Actually, we'll just use the other highlight colors. We'll use like a warmer orange.
Twitch lit a wild
Kinda
mine on
blend
appears
this
Twitch
in.
lit catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
We can actually add in a little bit of a glow off the edge here. That'll probably help. We'll say there's like a campfire off screen or something. I can probably add glows like so.
Bro, yes. Instantly more dynamic.
Oh yeah.
Good job. Mine unescaped. No one caught it. John Aswu 5 rigged.
Yeah, that's definitely something that needed. I think the entire background could use like a highlight pass with just a more of a faint one. So let's take something like so. Whoop, we want a harder brush. Oh yeah, I think that helps a bit too.
Me and my buddies also say like so. But we say it jokingly. Like after almost everything we say.
Have I been doing it wrong? I'd say it unironically. Gonna add a little bit of cracks to this. I'll make it look a little more interesting than just being a big old hole, I think. Yeah. It's starting to come along. I've neglected to actually color the line art for this long, and that needs to change. Gotta get this blended in with the rest of the scene. Probably should be a little bit darker.
Try adding a bit of glow where the eye laser connects the shield. See what that looks like. Tiny bit of glow.
Oh, we'll get into adding some more highlights to the eye lasers in a minute. This is definitely going to be like a brighter core in the middle of it and stuff. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Colored line art. Let's just give him the whole same color here, and we'll throw on specific details later. And these guys, we're definitely going to give something different. Let's give them a dark blue. Probably could be more saturated than that. We want them to blend in more with the background, I think, since they're not really in the foreground. Actually, let's just straight up give them the dark color from inside the hole there. And there is the line art. It will actually blend in with the scenery a little bit better. Oh, there's another thing I forgot.
By the way, I would have never thought of doing the chain armor like that. I probably would still be working on it, lol. I learned something tonight.
Laziness is the necessity, or the what is it? What's the saying? Laziness is the mother of invention, or something like that, or ingenuity, something along those lines. Point is, you come up with good ways to do things because you don't want to do them the hard way. Yeah, drawing chainmail is definitely something I don't want to spend all my time on. I do want to get this. Get the edge cleaned up there. I think that's the only edge I need to fix. The rest of it is actually making contact and whatnot. One other thing we can probably do is add like a little bit of a smoke coming off the edge here. Let's... how am I going to do smoke in this style? That's not going to take forever. Probably should use a lighter color, actually. I don't know if that's actually going to work. Maybe off in here. I might be trying to get a little too advanced with this. Let's see. See if I can salvage this one. You know what? I feel like this is just getting too much. Let's not do that. We can go ahead and start doing highlights on the actual beams, though.
Twitch lit a while Gibble appears. Twitch lit catch it using poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
The way to do glowing things is to make the inside of it almost white. And then the outside is very saturated.
Gibble escaped. No one caught it?
Wait a
John
second,
asked
Gibble?
vibrate.
That's the second one in the stream. That's weird.
It was a little much. I probably would have turned opacity all the way up for the smoke and then slapped a clipping mask with a gradient overlay layer mask. But it looks good without the smoke too though.
Yeah, I feel like even if I got it right, it would have been like too much stuff in the image. Let's see, what am I doing? I am coloring the line art. There we go. Now we got the glow over the whole thing, so let's try adding like a multiply layer for the background. Kind of like so. I'll actually add that. I'll put that underneath the glow. Maybe tone it down a bit. You know what though, I feel like if anything, a multiply layer should probably be in like the mid-ground here.
Now that's how to contrast.
Let's see. Where's a good place to put this? Maybe like here. Oh no. Are you seeing this? There's a spot in the background where my swatches were that did not get painted in some layer. Uh-oh. Hold up. Let's see, what layer is this that I need to be cooking on? This one here, okay. That's fun. We're gonna have to repaint this whole thing.
Good evening, mortal humans. Make sure you subscribe to Dicebag and say hello.
Ah.
Yes, lol, I have swatches in my canvas too, but I've never done that, lol.
Yeah, it's because I did the selection tool. Didn't think about that when I did that. Alright, we need to actually put some detail on this kid's eyes. Let's see. Let me bring up the actual reference for the guy. Alright, we got colors like so. Alright, hold up. We got the wrong base color on there. Alright, let's see. You know what, let's just use the actual line art. for what we're doing with the pupils here. Alrighty. He still needs some coloring on there. And I probably need to take a better pass at the individual colors on him. Because why would his hair be colored green? I don't know. So let's see. We're going to shift him towards a more yellowish green in the line art. And that should fit most of his colors. We'll have to try a different one on the blues though. Let's try making it even more yellowish. At least for these things here, it's pauldrons. Then we'll take this and shift this stuff into a more blue direction. Something like so. That feels a little better, yeah. Could probably even stand to make the face and hair this lighter color. Alright, now let's throw the highlights and
Twitchlet a wild swallow
multiplies
appears.
and other
Twitchlet
layers
catch it
on
using
there.
Poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
I think we're getting pretty close to having this one finished up. Just want to add a little bit of detail around the eyes here. Oh. And then, here's some I almost completely forgot. Highlights around the edges. This is something I definitely needed to have with the I-beams flying everywhere.
Swallow escaped. No one caught it.
Nobody
John
wants a
asked
swallow.
why rigged.
Geronimo. Oh, he needs the symbol on his tabard or whatever over here. Almost forgot about that. One of the most important parts of the character design. Alright, that was a very nice little touch I just did there. 'Cause that makes the flying rocks read so much better. Alright. I think if I get do much else with this, we're gonna get into the realm of too much detail. I'm gonna kind of cut a few spaces out of the multiply layer. Make sure everything reads alright. Actually, maybe we can try a different kind of blend mode here.
It turned out great.
Not subtract. I'm thinking there's not much of a better choice. Alright, let's just do the multiply, but here's what I'm gonna do. Merge them together and then... Now it's starting to bug me. There has to be a better way to make this look alright. Let's see. Let me try darkening a little bit in the background too. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's select the highlights and erase them out of the multiply layer. I think that works. There's a stupid workaround, but it seems to be okay. I'm not quite done with this.
Oh, I thought you were doing highlights on a screen layer.
Not really. Not for the background. Those I just painted in as they were. But they're also well below the multiply layer. See, the background and everything there is below the actual figures. But then I wanted the multiply layer on top of everything so that it could kind of blend the whole scene. Which means that it also blended the highlights in. Which I didn't really want. Oh well. We got it to work out. And now he's sweating. It's a tense situation. Anyway. You know what though? One more thing. Where the hell are the eye lasers at? Hey, that feels a little bit more, brutal? Rough?
Twitchlit a wild Klefki appears Twitchlit catch it using poke catch, winners revealed in 90s.
Alright. I think now is the time
Clunky
where I need to
escape.
stop futzing with it
No one
and
caught
just
it.
call it done.
John Ass 5 rigged.
Let's see. Okay, the line art though. The line art in the background. I think this will be the absolute last thing. We're just gonna give a real quick pass over that. And I think we'll be good. How many times have I said that? Alright, I'm saving it. Oh, no, wait. One more thing. No. Can't forget the sigil of the Viridian Order. Alright. No, wait.
LOL, there'll be at least one more and I think we'll be good.
Okay, let's... Can I rasterize this? Okay. We'll rasterize it, we'll color it yellow. And I think we'll be good. Hopefully I won't find myself coming back to this to fix something else I missed. Alright, now I'm saving it for real. It turned out pretty good though. I'm looking at it I'm looking at it on my second monitor on the OBS screen. And it's one of those moments where it's like, "Oh, who did that piece of artwork? Oh wait, that was me." Which is usually pretty nice. So we'll call it good. We'll call it good. And we'll call it a stream. So yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for hanging out, skunks, and all the lurkers coming by. I saw some of y'all pop in. Thanks for watching and keeping me company while I work on this crap. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Good evening, mortal humans. Make sure you subscribe to Dicebag and say hello. Good stream. Take care.